Greetings and welcome back to another Barandar Streams. Today we are taking a look at the new game Townscaper by Oskar Stalberg. This game was released, I have it on Steam. I'm not sure if it was released elsewhere, but I know it was released on Steam at the end of June of this year. And retails for about $6 US. Now, what is this game? What does this game do? Well, let's start with a fresh slate here. This game is basically a town city building sandbox game, but it's not a game in a traditional sense, whereas there is no timer, there's no conflict, there's no goals, there's no objective to the game. It's more akin to painting or playing with your Legos or drawing a picture, things of that nature. The game is There's really nothing to playing it. It's just a left click to drop, right click to delete, that type of thing. I'll go over the board right now real quick. You're looking at a water front. On your left are all your colors. So you can change building colors at any point in time just by clicking on a different color that you want. Um, you can work off of a grid if you prefer. As you can see, the grid is it goes in shapes because when you drop buildings and parts down on the table, they will change and morph depending on their shapes and sizes and how they're placed and things of that nature. Um, I usually don't play with the grid on, but if you're looking to do there's a way to do things like flying cities and whatnot in this, and you need like a perfect circle. This might qualify as that type of thing. So, um, but I usually don't play with this. This is your sunlight to cast your shadows, depending on how dark a light you want it. There's no real day or night cycle in the game, and you can take your screenshots. So, how does the game work? So here's the game. We'll place down pieces on the ground to create a base to work off of. Left mouse button will steer your controls. If you hold the button down, just pressing it drops a piece on the ground. And that's pretty much all the controls you need to know. Now, once you have a base to work on, that's where you can drop your building. So let's pick a color. Let's say we'll do a yellow building, a nice yellow building. We'll drop the yellow building here. Look at that, pretty little yellow building with a little lookout post for it here. However, you can go higher with the building, which will change the shape of it. If you add another piece of it, it changes once again. If I were to add this piece on higher, it gives you an overhang. So depending on how you build and where you build the pieces, it will change the dynamics of the actual building itself, which is the amazing part of the game. And depending on the shapes and settings of things, you can make some very unique designs in the game. Let's make ourselves like a little city sprawl. And one of the things we have requested is a way to drop down these building pieces a little quicker, as it takes a while to build yourself a nice base to build on. So let's get down some buildings here. Kind of gives you, I guess it does give you that Bob Ross feel, you know? Happy little this, happy little that, happy little building over here. Can make like a little town square kind of area over here. Oops, delete that. I meant that to go here. Now, and now. But depending on where and how you drop things, it makes a difference. So let's say we wanted to make ourselves, probably make myself a little lighthouse over here. I guess it would go on that square, right? Yeah, that would make more sense. Right about there. So let's make ourselves, I don't know, white. I know you have to do something like, well, I guess it depends on the colors. You're supposed to, I believe alternate the colors to make the lighthouse. So let's make ourselves a little area here we could work off of. And then we'll build the lighthouse on top of it. Do like a red and white kind of thing going on. And there you go. So if you alternate the colors, putting them on top of one another, you get yourself a little lighthouse. Let's see what else we could do here. Let's build ourselves another little street going off the side. Get a little something there. Here we go. We could build some more buildings in here. Some different colored houses. There we go. Nice little house. So overall, it's just a relaxing building game where you can pretty much develop any size town that you want within reason of the grid. Let's get something over here. Get myself a little more building area. A little red in here maybe. Get some different shapes on there. Now you can also, you don't need to build building on top of building. So for example, if I delete this, I'll get like a little area underneath on stilts. You could build, for example, straight up, if I wanted to build building up here, I could delete. Or you know what? Actually would be nice if I did this here. Let's get, see what we can do here. 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 high. Delete these two. Then let's see if we can connect this here. Connect that there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Make like a little channel going out here. Way maybe for people to get by. Don't like that as much. We'll go this way with it. Ooh, interesting. How about in the middle? There we go, interesting. So yeah, I mean, the possibilities are really endless with the game, depending on what you're looking to create. It's just endless. Before you know it, time is going to burn out, and you'll have been sitting here for hours making some kind of a strange hamlet out on the water in the middle of nowhere. And then, as you can see, your lighting here, if you could switch your lights around. The other thing I would say is that the game could use some lighting on the buildings. Seeing the town at night on the water would be very nice. But overall, I mean, the game is stellar. It's very simple. There's nothing to it. It's very relaxing. It could use a soundtrack as well, but that doesn't really, keep you from watching TV while you're doing this. But it's also a relaxing kind of game that you could play with your kids. I mean, it doesn't really matter what age you are. It's just creativity is all that matters on this type of a game. Um, and it's something that you can connect with your kids with, maybe have some fun with them, building some interesting things. Ooh, interesting. Look at that. See that? Maybe take that out. What does that do? Nah, I don't like it as much. But yeah, overall, highly recommended the game. He said it would probably be in early access for about 4 months while he makes adjustments on the game. But it's basically, what is the town, what is the community think of it? What kind of things are you looking for? The DB's been very forward with everything, and it's been overwhelming so far reviews for the game. As you can see, it's just brilliant the way it functions. So if you're looking for something very relaxed and chill and just something to build and create and be creative, this is actually a great game and worth the pickup. And that's about all we have on this one. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like or subscribe or follow us, and we'll see you next time.